Good morning, welcome back. It is Tuesday, as you see by our title. It is flea market finds, retail finds, whatever you want to call it. We got a little bit of a combination of both. Got one thing we picked up in the retail world, and everything else was at flea markets, antique malls this past weekend. Went up to Kokomo, hit a couple of our normal hot spots, and came away with some pretty cool things. As usual, when I walk into a flea market, it's always like, not going to buy any more die casts. Guess what we do? We buy more die casts. So, first stop, netted us a few cars. Some of these I might have, some of these I might not, but I like them anyway. We got the 1998 Roush Racing Johnny Benson car, 1/64 scale by Racing Champions. Another one from 1998, Wally Dallenbach with Team Sabco, First Union. Jeff Green would eventually take over the seat, I believe in 99, and it would switch from First Union Bank to the Money Store as sponsor. We have a Busch Series car by Action here from 1999, Casey Atwood. And if you remember this one, Casey flipped this car pretty violently in the season opener that year at Daytona. 1998 brings us another Busch Series car from Racing Champions, the defending two-time Busch Series champion Randy LaJoie, three-time team defending champion Base Motorsports. So there you see lots of sponsors there. You got Fina, Kool-Aid, Tempest Resorts, Piggly Wigglies. They were getting all sorts of exposure on that car. 1998. I'm pretty sure this was a Cup team at the time. Or part-time it was anyway. Buckshot Jones. You got Aquafresh and you got Keebler there on the quarter panel. And I think this was, I always like this car. I like that that silver look with that kind of teal coloring. This next one does not have a driver, but does have the original Walmart sticker on it. The Tabasco car, the Tabasco Fiasco from 1998. Todd Bodine started the car, got released. They ended up putting, Jimmy Horton was in the car. I think maybe Greg Saxeloy Allen Jr. drove the car briefly as well. Darrell Waltrip finished the season after a controversial switch to Chevrolets. And then they were forced, they were actually forced in a lawsuit by Tabasco to go back to the Pontiacs. Then the second stop at the flea markets netted a couple more diecast from the Winter Circle series. I believe this was in 2001. Lifetime series, Dale Earnhardt Jr. And this would be the 1996 Goodwrench Monte Carlo. This is the one, and we'll flip the back over, or flip it over on the back here. As you see, it is the Dale Jr. raced that car at late model stocks at Myrtle Beach Speedway. So pretty cool. See it. Thinking what a reverse Goodwrench scheme, very similar to the scheme that Harvick ran in 2001. And if you're familiar with starting lineups, Winter Circle had a line of those as well. And I had never seen this particular one, or if I had, I just didn't pay it much attention. But the Dale Earnhardt Coca-Cola figure. And this, of course, is the car that Dale Earnhardt ran in Japan. So I thought that was pretty interesting little pickup there. Excuse me. Now, eventually, I will do a video strictly on this little set, but it is baseball from 1990. It's Ames Baseball All-Stars, or All-Stars Baseball Card Collector Set. 33 cards. So there is your checklist for those of you keeping score at home. We have the checklist there, so we'll do a video on that, a set review video at some point. We haven't done a set review video in ages, I feel like. It's been quite a long time since we've done that. And then another booth, they had a random stack of cards. These were actually in a Ziploc bag for a couple bucks. And I thought, hey, I can't go wrong. Not really anything big in it. Got this 1981 Topps George Brett, Bill Buckner, batting leaders, and the card on the back was one of the collegiate cards of Clemson of William Perry, aka the Fridge. You know, and I'll just go through a few of these. Roberto Alomar. So we got a couple Hall of Famers. Jose Uribe will be able to retire here in about a week. John Taylor, the 49ers. Like I say, I'm not going to go through these one by one because there wasn't really anything amazing to just say, oh, that's Derek Thomas has a pretty nice one. Like I said, it was just a lot of commons, a few Hall of Famers and All-Stars and so forth here and there. Eric Davis, he's in the Reds Hall of Fame, but not in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Lloyd Mosby, Thurman Thomas, another nice one. Like I say, it's just a hodgepodge, a lot of junk wax era cards, but it was fun to go through. Excuse me, and since I'm working on a lot of these baseball sets, these might come in handy to fill some gaps. So, like I said, for a couple bucks, I didn't mind. It's, 100, somewhere between 75 and 100 cards there. I was happy with my purchase. Excuse me, and the last thing that I did pick up, this is a retail pickup, so we'll do this rip some point in time. 2022 Panini Score Football. They had it on their little markdown rack. 132 cards, so it's a pretty chunky little box here. That says six packs per box, so those are going to be some mucho thick packs. We'll get this stuff taken down here. And we'll call it a day. So, as always, thanks again for watching. Really, really do appreciate it. Always enjoy these little flea market runs. And even though it wasn't part of the original game plan for the weekend, it's just how it ended up being. Because we were in the neighborhood and we're like, okay, let's just go see what they have. And even though we didn't go hunting for them, we found a few cool items. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Really, really do appreciate it. And we will see you at noon for Fast Packs.